In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on May 11, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Penguins versus New York Rangers. The Pittsburgh Penguins will be going for the series win when they face the New York Rangers in Game 5 of their first-round series on Wednesday night. New York and Pittsburgh split their last 10 meetings. Pittsburgh leads the series 3-1. The Pittsburgh Penguins have run away with this series against their Metropolitan Division opponent, the New York Rangers. It all started in Game 1 when the Penguins took home the win in Ranger territory as the underdogs. And after a Game 2 loss that evened the series, Pittsburgh has stormed the battle by taking the next 2 games, outscoring New York 14-6 and taking a commanding 3-1 series lead. There is lots of work left to do against a formidable Rangers team, but they must be liking where they stand after 4 games. New York needs to find another gear if they want to stay alive in these playoffs. They showed good effort at times in this series, such as their strong comeback attempt in Game 3. But nothing has been enough. Igor Shesterkin hasn't been great in net, but he is getting minimal support from his team. However, all they can look towards is the next game, which is Game 5 on home ice. With an electric home ice crowd helping energize the Rangers, the team will show resilience. They have a great all-around team and should be in this series more than they are. Tristan Jarry missed the first 4 games of the series, and he is likely missing Game 5. Casey DeSmith suffered an injury in Game 1, and he will be out for the remainder of the playoffs. The Penguins will be looking at starting Louis Domingue. Domingue started Games 2, 3, and 4, and he allowed 5 goals in Game 2 and 4 goals in Game 3. The Rangers' offense has been clicking in the playoffs. Chris Kreider scored 1 goal in Games 1 and 2, and he had an assist in Game 3. Igor Shesterkin will bounce back from a poor effort in Games 3 and 4 on the road. With the Penguins likely on their 3rd-string goaltender, New York will bounce back. They will show once again their strength and force a Game 6. The New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The Penguins averaged 3.28 goals per game during the season and 3.04 goals per game on the road. They are averaging 5 goals per game in this series. Even though the Rangers gave up 2.49 goals per game during the season, they aren't playing as well at the moment. So expect the Penguins to go over their average in this game. The Rangers averaged 3.05 goals per game and 3.14 goals per game at home. They are averaging 3.5 goals per game in this series. Pittsburgh will likely still be without their starting goaltender, as Tristan Jarry looks likely to miss Game 5 of the series. He has not played a game in the series. Casey DeSmith also suffered a lower body injury in Game 1, and he will miss the rest of the postseason. The Penguins may be looking at starting Louis Domingue, with the Penguins possibly down to their 3rd-string goaltender. New York will take advantage offensively. Artemi Panarin led the Rangers with 96 points. Chris Kreider was 3rd in the league with 52 goals. Adam Fox had 74 points, and he was 4th in points and 3rd in assists among all defensemen in the league. New York has the offensive playmakers to take full advantage of Pittsburgh's goaltending injuries. The Penguins have been excellent on offense this series, scoring 4 goals in Game 1 and 7 goals in Games 3 and 4. The over-hit in all 4 games of the series, with the Penguins giving up 2.71 goals per game. The Rangers will score enough goals to push the score. This has been a higher scoring series, and that will not change in Game 5. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Capitals versus Florida Panthers. The Washington Capitals face the Florida Panthers in Game 5 of the first round in what has been a great back-and-forth series. The Capitals won Game 1 and Game 3, but after an overtime defeat, hope to retake the momentum of the series. The Panthers, meanwhile, entered the series as heavy favorites, but trailing 2-1 had to fight back to force overtime in Game 4 and eventually win the game to even up the series. Both teams are looking to win Game 5 to put themselves 1 game away from the second round, and the upcoming game should be a great one. The Florida Panthers were known during the regular season for their impressive offense that scored an average of 4.11 goals per game, but it was the defense that came up huge in Game 4, holding Washington to only 16 shots and Sergei Bobrovsky stopped 14 of the 16. Florida is scoring an average of only 2.75 goals per game in this series, but nonetheless are tied 2-2 in the series. Florida has won 5 of the last 7 games against Washington played in Florida. Sam Reinhart and Carter Verhaeghe had career seasons during the regular season for the Panthers, and both came up huge in Game 4 for Florida, as Reinhart scored late to tie the game and Verhaeghe scored the winner in overtime. The Capitals have looked great throughout this series and look to pull off the upset and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. However, the Panthers are coming off a massive Game 4 win and with the momentum, look to make a statement on their home ice in Game 5. The Florida Panthers money line is our full game side pick. The Capitals should pile on the goals with Alexander Ovechkin, TJ Oshie, and the rest of the forward unit creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone. The Panthers, who have scored 11 goals in the series, should run up the score with Carter Verhaeghe, Jonathan Huberdeau, Sam Bennett, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the rush and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone, while Aaron Ekblad and Radko Gudas open up the offense from the blue line. Game 4 was a low-scoring game, and it's easy to think that both defenses will step up once again. However, both the Capitals and the Panthers have been led by their offenses, and both units look to step up and find the back of the net throughout the game. This will be a high-scoring game controlled by both offenses. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Stars versus Calgary Flames. The Calgary Flames evened their series with the Dallas Stars on Monday, earning a 4-1 victory. The series is now tied at 2 with Game 5 Wednesday night in Calgary. The Flames dominated the Stars during the regular season, going 2-0-1, but they have struggled against Dallas through the first 4 games of the series. You can make a case for the Stars because it feels like momentum hasn't meant much, and the home team has actually won 5 of the last 8 meetings between these teams. With that said, the Calgary Flames are coming off their best showing of the series, and this feels like a spot where they flex their muscle at home. The Flames entered this series as the better team, and they've been great at home all year. With us now at the business end of the series, the Flames need to take care of business and take control of this thing. This is desperation time for the Flames. The last thing they want is to go to Dallas needing a victory to return to their barn. While Oettinger has been great, Markstrom has actually been a little better. The Calgary Flames money line is our full game side pick. The total has gone under in 3 of the 4 games this series where goals have been at a premium. The Stars gave up 4 goals in the last game, but they also faced 54 shots, and the last goal came on an empty net. Only one game in this series has seen more than 5.5 goals scored, and that was Game 3. The teams combined for 3 total goals in the 2 games in Calgary, as both netminders recorded a shutout through the first 2 contests. Both teams are going to be a little tentative early on, and you can expect to see both teams clamp down on the other, not wanting to give up any odd man rushes. Calgary was one of the best offensive teams in the NHL during the regular season, averaging 3.48 goals per game. But Dallas scored the fewest number of goals of any one of the playoff teams. These teams have gone under in 3 of the 4 playoff games. Look for Oettinger to have another good game in between the pipes, and the Dallas defense will not give up a ton of shots again. Markstrom will also play well, and he has only given up 5 goals in the 4 games in this series. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.